Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. So let's take a look again at the euro currency. Let's try to understand what is going on right now here and what we could expect in the beginning of the next week. Well guys, unfortunately, in the short-term perspective, market was not as kind to us as a long-term perspective, since our long-term analysis now looks like absolutely correct. So price action absolutely corresponds with the moments and thoughts that we have discussed in our weekly research and monthly research. So by far we have suggested the possible reaching of an area around 128, 128.30, because on the previous week that was and now is the neckline support on the weekly time frame. Also, that is the target of the big engulfing pattern that is in fact is the top of the right shoulder on the weekly time frame. So in fact this is the big bearish engulfing pattern, and its target, the length of the bars, that stands precisely in the area around 128, 128.30. That is about long-term analysis, but in shorter term we didn't get the bounce that we have counted on, and we have needed this bounce to step in on the short side of the market. But market, in fact, by the impact of the fundamental data on some fundamental factors, has shown just the 30 pips retracement on the intraday charts and 1618 extension, 30 pips retracement and 1618 extension. And by this motion, in fact, market hasn't reached any significant resistance area on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, we didn't get even the 30% bounce on the previous thrust. Also, the pattern that we have counted on was right here. That was the brand body buy from this thrust up. Also hasn't been realized, and in fact market has failed to show it. That all this happens, all this has happened due to the impact of the fundamental moments, the Fed Reserve decision concerning the quantitative easing program, the situation on the Asian markets, and the situation in the euro currency itself. Well, but we could do something with this, because the technical analysis is based on the natural breadth of the market, on the harmonic swings that is typical for the markets. Technical analysis deals with the probabilities. And when fundamental data and some fundamental factors start to impact on the market, they usually skew this normal behavior of the market, normal action of the technical patterns and technical analysis. And as you can see, that has impacted to us the moment that we have missed the potential to join with this downward action. But this is anyway better than to get the wrong entry. When the fundamental data skews the probabilities, it's better than it skews in the missing of the entry point, rather than to getting the wrong entry with this downward action. But let's see what we could get on the daily time frame right now. Well, at least based on the probabilities, I do not know. Maybe market will continue this motion to the downside with the 30 pips retracement with no respect to any significant support area. But dealing with the probabilities and thinking in terms of the probabilities, we could say that market now stands at the significant support area. That is the neckline on the weekly time frame. It's right here. That is 618 extension target of the great ABCD pattern. That is based on the head on the weekly pattern and on the right shoulder. That's, by the way, the right shoulder. You can see this is the C point of this ABCD pattern. Here as market has hit 618 extension. That will be also the monthly pivot support 1. And take a look, that will be also the daily oversold situation. So market now looks really heavy, but it seems that euro is too fast motion, too fast pace for the euro currency. It's really fast motion. Well, and it looks like the market probably is a bit overextended, and the probability of the bounce is growing with each such significant move on the daily time frame. The logical target of this bounce I see with this confluence resistance area. It's 130.20, 130.40 area. It's confluence resistance that includes the 3 major resistance area of that swing. That probably could be the target of this potential bounce to the upside. Well, and from that standpoint, I will be happy if I will get here some good directional pattern. Either bread butter or double repo, I do not care much what it will happen, but any pattern that could trigger the bounce to the upside. First of all, that will be useful for our medium-term analysis and trading, since we could finally get the point to entry short. And since this potential pattern could be formed on the daily time frame, it could be treated as the separate trade opportunity, since scalp traders and traders who trade on the daily time frame could use it for trading separately from the possibility to enter on the short side of the market. Well, by taking a look on the intraday charts, guys, I do not see anything valuable right now. So I have checked the hourly time frame, even lower time frames, 4-hour time frame. I do not see any patterns just yet. No reversal patterns, no butterflies, no say 3 drives, no head and shoulders, no Jordan Apple patterns. We do not even get any candlestick patterns by far. Nothing. All that we have is just the significant support on the daily time frame. We do not currently see how market will respect to this area yet. So depending on how it will happen, we probably will get something on the next week. But what I do know is that couple of moments. First of all, I would like to see this tendency of the 30 pips retracement and 1618 extensions should be broken, and market should show some great extension. And I prefer to see the swing to the upside that is greater than the previous swing down. That will be the first hint on the potential reversal. And this will be absolutely perfect if this will happen by some reversal pattern, in agreement with the some reversal pattern. That is what I would like to see before I will start to search the possibility for long entry around the support area. Another moment that I would like to see to show you is that take a look how market behaves right now. That is the Fibonacci channel. So that was the first channel. Now market jumps to the upper channel, that is 100% extension of that channel. So it equals to this one. Now market stands with it. So I can't exclude that market could show some jump up in the 200% or even to 206.18 extension of this channel. That is also possible. But as you can see, even when market has jumped in this area, it hasn't broken the lower lows, lower highs tendency. That was an attempt to show the high low, but it has failed because market didn't show the high high. That was just some sort of the consolidation and contraction of the market that has led to appearing of the butterfly pattern. But later market has continued this tendency. So if market will jumps in this area, will jump in this channel, I need to see the breakout of this tendency that's now is still holds on the current market. Well, but as I said, we can't enter short either right now because market has significant support. All I see now is just we need to wait a bit and take a look how market will respond on this area on the next week. I have some feelings, some suspicions that probably market will show us something, and the probability of this bounce is, I think, that's significant. We probably should see it at least the 3-8 retracement on the coming week. That will be just perfect. So let's see how it will turn, because market really stands in the thrilling area, and euro currency now is worth our attention. We will continue to monitor it since market stands at the eve of the potential significant bounce that has very important meaning for us. First of all, that could be the separate trade with the high probability of success, and the second, That could give us the nice entry point on the short side of the market for our according to our medium term analysis.